All right. Welcome to the very first episode of The BluePrint.
We live.
We live. Who do we have in the house today?
Man, you already know. You got CDT, aka Dujo G, and the Blueprint is the place to be.
Yes, sir. And you know me, Freddie B. No, I'm joking. My name is just Freddie. I'm still trying to figure out my nickname. Who else we got in here?
We got Key Raw. Emphasis on the Raw, but you can call me Key.
Raw.
You got Tone. You can call me Birdman. There's a new day,
Don't forget the brr.
and it's called The Blueprint.
Oh man. So I just want to revisit this again. So you were in the car and you were like, you know what? Today's the day.
He had a whole hour drive to get
He
here.
was like, "Gay the shoes with the pipped out Gucci suit." The whole song, he was like, "Okay, yeah."
Or maybe he was listening to the GOAT, Lil Wayne. I don't know.
No,
he was like, you know,
I actually wasn't listening to anything. I was literally on the phone with my girl, and I was just like, you know what?
is that her nickname for you, the Birdman?
Nah, I was just like, I need something that's gonna stick, and I was like, fuck it. I cursed, my bad.
So, which bird though?
I'm an eagle. I'm a golden eagle.
The golden eagle?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he said, Nakaka.
Yo. Okay,
Eagle.
okay. This man's
Okay.
fly. This man's fly.
Let me see it. Let me see
He
it.
had the eagle. He got it marked.
Okay. So what sound does the eagle make again? All right.
It was
So-
either prr or ka, and that one's a little loud.
I think one of those is from New York.
I think so too.
I'm pretty sure.
From New York.
Yeah, one of them is from.
You don't want to overstep.
Oh, is that
Don't overstep, Tony. The tone gonna be gone.
okay? So as our first episode, we have to kind of teach the audience a little bit about us, right? So I guess we can go from left to right in terms of who we are, why we're doing this, their overall goal and whatnot. So Duque, you want to go ahead and start it off?
That's not my name.
Oh my bad, Dujo G.
CDT as well, either or works.
Okay.
So
I'm not gonna lie, you gave like 3 names, so he just had to pick one of them.
I just went with the
he
closest.
didn't pick any of them. You're like, come on now. So we're going a little bit background story. So as you guys can tell, probably from the camera, probably a little bit from my voice, I'm from a different country. I'm originally from Ecuador. If you don't know where Ecuador is in the middle of the world, literally. The equator, right there. So people don't know. It's crazy. But
Is that tied to the name? I just realized.
what?
Ecuador.
Ecuador, the equator? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, see? There you go.
What did
You
you have
learn-
in
you
geography
learn.
class, my guy?
I'm saying.
You learn something every day. So pretty much, from there, come, to my family came here back in 2007, chasing the American dream, which that will be another episode. Be on the lookout. And pretty much, come from I would say like a immigrant family. I'm not technically a first generation student. My brother was. He graduated. Well, he got his associates from college, but I'm actually looking for my bachelor's. So technically,
Nice.
I would say 50-50, I guess. Yes, no. But honestly, I'm a person that's really big into finance, crypto, stocks, bonds. The plan is to be successful, have financial freedom, and escape the matrix.
Oh dang! So you
Man's
you
face,
taking
yep.
the red pill or the blue pill?
Red pill all the way, man.
Red pill all the
Come
way.
on.
Oh snap!
All day, every
Don't
day.
sleep.
Don't
sleep.
don't ask me that question.
He takes all of them.
You use like the purple pill?
Nah, I just never seen the Matrix.
Man, look, didn't you hear the sound effect? He's above all of it.
Hold on.
That was disrespectful.
It was way too early in
He
the.
was just finna do the bird sound effect.
I was about to bless y'all, but
That-
you want to
no,
do
I
the
think-
sad trumpet.
Yeah, I think that was definitely the place.
That was one. What about you, Freddie? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So equally from the equator, kinda, from Colombia, Cartagena. I was raised by the coastal people, the costeños. Came to the States similar to Duque. Came here when I was 7 and I basically spent most of my life here. Basically been Americanized. Went for the American dream as well. Didn't know much about anything back in high school. Was like, man, where am I gonna go?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Would you say you're whitewashed?
Would I say I'm whitewashed? That's an interesting question.
Look
I
at your
would,
shirt.
I would say I'm American washed.
Okay, there you go.
You know what
That's
I
better.
mean?
You know what? That's way better.
You know, it's hard for me to be like, oh, I'm whitewashed, because then I ain't gonna lie. I started thinking of like, what do white people do, and what would I do that would consider that me or me whitewashed? You know what I mean?
You know, I used to hate that type of question, but now it's kind of like,
But it's nothing offensive though. not
it's
in an
definitely,
offensive way. Like
the cultural.
I would take
Yeah.
it offensively, but that's on me. You know what I mean?
That's on you.
But now it's like, yeah, you have that American lifestyle that you've adopted, right?
Right, but when you say like whitewash, you're assuming that the American culture is all white when it's not. America
is
as a
true.
culture
that is true.
Melting
is
pot.
it's a melting pot, right? You know, so I feel like everybody can get lost into it. But what's crazy is we're all striving for that American dream, which for me as a kid, I didn't really think much of it. I think it was more like my parents was like, oh, we're going to come to the States. You're going to go to school. You're going to find a good job, right? And I feel like, you know, through time and tribulations and up and downs, turmoil, whatever, I feel like I've achieved that. You know, I've gone through school. I've got my bachelor's, my master's.
My boy's a master.
Yes, sir. My Pokemon master, guys. Yeah.
Big ups.
I got my certifications. You know, I'm basically huge into tech right now. I'm basically a cloud DevOps engineer.
Nice.
You basically have accomplished the American dream in some term.
yo.
In some term. In like the education field.
Educational, yeah.
You basically have accomplished it. Because that's
You have a
a
skill
goal
that-
for a lot of people, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
You have a skill a lot of people would pay for.
Yeah.
You know.
So when I was looking, it's interesting that you mentioned that we're talking about the American dream, because that's actually on our next episode. One of the two main objectives of the American dream was home ownership and education. You know what I mean? And I think that's huge, because right now, like I'm, even though I have all those resources, I'm struggling to find a house, man. Like the market's kind of crazy.
And it is
so
true.
to me, it's just like, man, I have all those things and I still don't have a house. So then, like, am I lacking in the American dream? You know what I mean?
And I think
hey,
everybody.
It's not you, man.
it's not me.
Everybody.
It's not
feels
you, bro.
the same. Everybody. But you guys heard it. That's going to be an upcoming episode, so you guys have to stay tuned. Let's go ahead and move into Kira. Come on, man.
yo.
Let's say it. What's your background, man? Come on, let's go.
I'm Kira Butler. I was born and raised in Atlanta, actually.
ATL. huh?
ATL. Oh, wait.
I wish I could say before all the clout, but the clout was kind of coming with it. But
You know what's crazy? Atlanta got rated #1 city in the out of the country to start a career.
Definitely. There's like so many different companies here, you know,
Yep.
when it comes to tech, the music or the
Yeah,
movie industry is like really, really big here. In music, you know, it has all elements of entertainment and then business, like right north of 285. But yeah, I was born and raised in Atlanta, you know, in a little neighborhood called Bankhead. I wasn't outside for all of the negativity that environment had. I was homeschooled all the way to my GED.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
So, you know, my social life didn't blossom until I was about 13.
When he
14.
discovered the internet on the Xbox.
Damn.
No, a friend came first. I was at church and I met one of my now closest friends.
That's how it always happens. One of the church friends.
Yep. And then Xbox came in because he had an Xbox and I was like, yo, that's dope. I want to get one. And you know how that goes. You know, begging your parents.
Oh no, yeah, that's for sure.
But
Boy got into the Call of Duty game lobby and matured up real quick.
I got into fighting games, bro.
Oh snap! Tell
what's
him
your
about it, bro.
what's
Tell
your
him.
favorite fighting game? Because let's go. What's your favorite fighting game?
Ooh. Okay, so for legacy reasons, I have to say Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Okay,
It was the first one and also the longest reigning like game that I played because when I was young, you know, I played it, you know, casually like a kid, you know, I'm mashing the C stick, you know, to
Of
push
course.
people off. But when I got 15, I watched a tournament for it and my mind
Yeah, those go
exploded.
crazy,
Like I was like,
crazy.
what is he doing? What are they doing? It's just, you see Fox just jumping all over the place, shining and everything. And it's like, what is
Fox
he
a
doing?
cheat code. Fox and Falco cheat codes.
So I spent I went back to the game and I spent another 6 months like learning the execution of the game and I played in a couple tournaments.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. How was that?
Tournaments are stressful, super stressful. Yeah, because you don't. So every other game you play on stream, and when you play on stream, that means not only is the entire tournament venue watching you, but the entire online Twitch viewership is watching you as well. So if you mess up, everybody in chat's like, "Oh, this dude's a scrub. Oh, he's trash." You know.
Oh, dude, yeah,
if you
that
get
would
washed,
be
yeah.
dreadful. Oh my gosh.
And so,
Did
but
you ever get discouraged from like comments?
nah.
Okay.
I never got to the point to where I played on tournament to where I played on stream. I got washed.
So what do you do now?
So now I graduated. One day I saw my uncle, with a whole bunch of green letters and stuff on his computer, and I was like, "What are you doing? What is all that? What are you doing over there?"
The Matrix.
The Matrix.
Exactly, the Matrix.
Yes.
I was like, "What is all that?"
Tony, what is that?
He don't know, bro. All he knows.
So he comes in with
Y'all
this
deserve it.
ginormous book. It's about this tall, and he says, "You want to learn what this is?" And the book was HTML, and I read about 15 pages. I put it down, and I went to go play the game. It was Final Fantasy at the time. I was 15 or 16 at the time,
That's a good time to start.
and
That's pretty good.
he came back and he was like, "Oh, you're done?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm done. No, I read 15 pages. I'm not interested." So he sits me down at the computer and he pulls up this website called W3 Schools, and it's basically like an entire ledger of like all the HTML tags, CSS styles, and things like that. And so from there, I just got interested in coding and went to school for it as well.
Man, that's awesome. Is that website still up?
Yeah. I use it every day.
There you go.
Hey.
If you're looking to start, to code or you want some resources, you can always look up that website and, get some help.
W3 Schools or Code Academy, I would recommend.
Yeah. All right, Birdman. Let's.
Come on, brr.
How do I communicate? I was like, caca.
Not like that. I didn't understand that at all.
Oh,
That was whitewash communication.
He right.
Call.
So yeah, I'm Tone. Birdman. With me, you get a little bit of both perspectives. A little bit. I'm Mexican American. I was born in Atlanta as well, but second generation. Went to school. Got my bachelor's. Got my master's as well. Mostly business administration. And so, to be honest, for most of my life, I was a little lost. Like, goals were hard to find, but at the same time, you got to keep pushing forward, keep swimming, and learn to soar. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But through relationships and having friends and like-minded individuals, you find commonalities, and you find your place in all this mess. And the more you get to know me, I'm fun, I'm funny, and I like to have a good time. But at the same time, when we're on a serious topic, I'm always going to try to give you the best possible advice, best possible perspective, at least from what I have in my bag.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
good,
That's a
man.
great way to segue
great.
into. So what are we doing here? Why are we here? What's the point of all of this?
Given the blueprint.
Giving them the blueprint.
Gotta educate these folks, man.
Educate them. Hey, that's a great way to bring in the idea of the word of the day, right?
What's the word of the day, man?
What's the word of the day? Tony, let's give it to them, bro.
Word of the day is determination.
Determination. Okay.
Determination. Okay.
What does it take to find that will in yourself to push further?
Nice.
Nice.
I like it.
That's a good word.
So when all the odds are stacked against you, what do you lay down or do you step up?
Or do you soar?
Hey man, you got to find the wings. They don't just come to you.
You got a KSU for that.
Yeah, that's bars.
There you go.
You said
He said,
yes, you.
He said, who?
Hootie hoo, bro. Yeah.
You graduated out, became an eagle. You know what I mean?
Oh snap.
Yo, that man graduated in
evolve.
real life.
He said, Pokemon. What's
I
up?
know. Boy said the rules of Darwinism don't apply to me.
I mean, evolution does apply to everybody.
Ooh.
That's facts. That's facts.
Dude,
Okay.
it's facts.
So in terms of the show, what's to me, I consider this show a love letter to our younger audience, you could say, in the sense of like, hey, you know, if you were to go back,
How young? Because hold on.
I honestly like any age, because I feel like
Okay.
when I was a kid, like once you understood how to research anything, like it can go as ever far as you can. You know what I mean? If a kid's interesting in becoming a better person or a better individual, like altogether, I feel like this is for them. You know what I
There you
mean?
go.
Individuals are trying to become enlightened, understand the game, so to speak, how to succeed in I guess you could say America, because I don't know the rest parts of the world, but just in life in general as well. You know what I mean? Whether that's financial advice, understanding the you guys heard of
Self growth, mental health,
yes,
same.
Yes.
Every aspect of yourself. Because there's one right now. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good, bro.
But I have a couple of friends that are actually going through some hardships. You know, some mental breakdowns and stuff like that. And like I tell them, one of the best advices, and I like to be real, and I'm one of the persons that likes to be honest, and you have to be honest with yourself as well. Like even if the truth hurts, because it is true, the truth is dark and sucks, but you have to take that with a grain of salt and push forward. But pretty much one of the things and how I view life, and I told them and everything is. Life is not easy. Life is not sunshines and rainbows. No, life is hard. Life, it's gray, it's thunder, it's a storm. It's a storm you have to go through, and it's a struggle. It's a struggle that you go through every day. Whoever sold the idea that life is good or life, is easy or like you have everything if you just try a little bit. No. Life is continuously a battle that you have to fight every single day because you're going to have problems mentally, physically, emotionally. Everything can hit you at once, but you have to have that willingness to and that determination to move forward to survive, because that's the world. It's a survival game.
And as the battles progress, if you ever realize, when you're 16, everything seems tough, and that mindset doesn't really change. It just, you grow, I feel like, when I was 16, I would complain about schoolwork, and, now I'm 26, and I'd love to do some schoolwork, and after that play some video games. But it's like a progressive system. It's not that things get easier. It's actually things get harder really quickly. I think 20 is like a steep cutoff, but you also get stronger as a counterbalance.
And I think like the moment that and honestly, I think that's the biggest error for anybody, is the moment you get comfortable, you lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
The moment you get comfortable is the moment you lose.
Because that growth, it comes with hardship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys, I don't know if you guys ever saw this picture. You guys were younger, but it showed a picture of a young man carrying a bull. And as he grew older, the bull also got bigger, but the young man also got stronger. So it's almost as like, yeah, you might be running into all these walls and whatnot, and you slowly overcome them by raising yourself up over them, right? And yes, there might be another wall, but the important thing is that you don't give up and you keep on climbing. You grow a little bit stronger and stronger, right? Because life is not a race; it's a marathon. I know it's a little bit cliche,
Yeah.
but yeah. What do you want to add to that, Tony?
Determination, it comes from a conscious intentionality. You have to be aware of your intentions to find the will to survive and continue on, right? And if you're not aware of your impact, if you're not aware of your intentions, if you have intentions but aren't willing to have them in a direction, then you're just paddling a boat in a circle within a
Yep.
storm,
Exactly.
and you're going to capsize.
Yeah, you need to find clarity or at least some type of objective that you can aim to. Else you're just kind of like moving around frivolously. All right.
It's true.
But yeah, so I think that's a good point to end on. The blueprint.
Find your way. Let us hope.
Yeah, we got Charles back. Catch us on our next episode.
Peace out.
Peace.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Freddie B. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to leave a like, follow us on social media, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified of any future episodes. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. We'll be more than happy to review them or even feature them on the next episode. Thank you guys so much for all the support again.